You are already in the most deepest, fulfilling, most rewarding, long-lasting relationship of your life, the one that you have with yourself. And an important way to nurture that relationship is to romance yourself and to date yourself. Do the things that you like doing with yourself, by yourself, because you're never truly alone. You're always with yourself. Being alone and taking the time to date yourself, just be with yourself alone, can be very intimidating and hard to start, especially if you're somebody who is constantly surrounded by other people, your family, your friends, business workers, co-workers, colleagues. It can be hard to set aside time to be alone. It may feel very scary at first, but the most important part of this journey is to start small and to be intentional. When it comes to dating yourself and going on dates with yourself, it's a chance to put your own wants and needs first. And that might seem kind of selfish and counterintuitive, but you can't love the people deep in your life if you're pouring from an empty cup. So really, dating yourself and loving yourself deeper is also an opportunity to fill your cup up so you can give that love back to the people in your life. It's not selfish, it's self-full. Dating yourself is an excuse and a wonderful opportunity to explore activities that maybe other people in your life have little interest in. Or maybe just to explore something that you've always been curious about, but you keep just putting it off because you don't have anybody to do it with. It's a time to really spend with yourself, putting your deepest, most soul-deep cravings and desires first and filling your cup. Self-dates can be an hour long, they can be a weekend long, it could be a week or a month long. It doesn't matter the length. The importance is the intention that you put behind it. The only thing that matters is prioritizing time to be with and connect with yourself. Doing anything that sparks a little fire in your heart. Self-dates aren't a time to do errands. It's not a time to catch up on your to-do list or the million other things that you have going around in your head. Just try to ignore all of the tabs you have open in your brain, because it's a time to just be. To stop doing, instead just being. To focus on listening to the current of your own soul, your own wants and needs, and basking in the magical, amazing universe that is yourself. And if this all sounds a little cheesy, that's okay. Self-dates are maybe meant to be a little bit cheesy. It's time to indulge. It doesn't need to be extravagant, it just needs to be intentional. It just needs to be full of love and connection with yourself. Self-dates can be relaxing, they can be creative or expressive, but self-dates can also be rewarding and really empowering too. One thing I realized in the various quarantines and lockdowns of the past year or so is how much I really crave and love being outside hiking and camping, but how much I kept putting it off because I didn't have anybody to go with, or my friends were busy, or I couldn't see my friends, or my partner didn't want to go with me. So I'd go weeks without being outside. I'd go weeks without camping or hiking or doing the things that I really love. So I realized that I could do those with myself. I started scheduling those into my weekends on my days off. I take myself on little day hikes and even solo camp trips. My first overnight camping trip was absolutely terrifying. I've been camping before, I've been backpacking, overnight backcountry hiking with friends before, but never alone. And I know that eventually I wanted to multiple overnight big trips by myself in the mountains with nobody around me, but I know that I can't start from where I am now, full of fear, to just that big giant end game. So I had to break it down into little steps. Small pieces that I can work towards, little goals that I can accomplish to make myself feel more confident and empowered to finally get that big giant self-date that I want to at the end. But to get there, I have to do the small little steps in the middle. To start small, I started by doing an overnight camp trip in a campground that I'm really familiar with. And it was a little bit scary at first when I got there, but it was one of the most liberating and empowering and relaxing experiences that I've ever had. I was able to do what I wanted to do on my own time, listen to the rhythm of my body, and just indulge in whatever activities that I needed to do in that moment. Once you realize that anything you want to do, you can do on your own, the world opens up to you. Because you're never truly alone, not when you have yourself as company. And how are you going to learn to appreciate the amazing things that you have to offer yourself until you start spending time getting to know yourself? So book that weekend getaway. Take yourself to that restaurant that you've always wanted to go to that your friends kind of scoff at. Go watch that shitty movie by yourself in the movie theater that you're a little bit embarrassed to say that you want to go see. Eat that whole bag of popcorn by yourself. Hike that trail that you've always wanted to hike that you can never find somebody to go with. Go paddleboarding, take an art class, take a dance class. Anything that you've been curious about, that you felt a pull towards, you can make it into a date with yourself. Connecting with yourself in this way can only deepen your love and understanding of yourself, and it's a vital tool in any self-love toolkit. So go forth, date yourself, romance yourself, and I hope that you find it super fulfilling and rewarding, and it inspires you to continue doing it for the rest of your life. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to hear your own self-date ideas down below in the comment section, so pop them on down. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, friends.